Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to hop on here and make one last video of the worst water hose that I have ever bought. Twice now. Once last year I was moving the truck and this NEVERKINK, all I did was move the truck just a little bit and it went like that and choked my pressure washer down. The other day I'm doing a wash and I got a 55-gallon buffer tank, and all I had done is pull some of the hoses, from around the house. And guess what? I start running out of water. Can't figure it out. I don't have any water coming out of my wash side. And so I was like, what's going on? Get up there and look. My tank's empty. I go over there and look. And guess what? My NEVERKINK, with water flowing through it, was in just a little bit of a bind. See that? Just a little bit of a bind, and that shut all of my water source down. So I just want to show you guys what this looks like as I pull it off. You see how them loops and twist? I mean, this is awful stuff. Yeah, somebody gonna watch and say you should have got Flexzilla like I told you. Yeah, you're right. I could have got the Flexzilla cheaper than I got this. But as you can see, I'm gonna try it out. I've seen Flexzilla being used on rigs for, years now. And so I'm gonna try it out. It seems the outside quality seems better. I mean, you see how that one's flat, it's hard. This stuff's just junk. You can see all the kinks. And, when you put water in it, yes, it does kind of fatten out, but it still sucks. Like I said, all I did was drag hoses across it the other day and end up having kinks everywhere. And as you can see, as the closer I get to the bottom of this, look at that. I mean, this is awful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have this run. See, look at all that. I wanted to do this video just to show you what this stuff looks like. And when you hear me complain about it, why I'm complaining about it, because this is garbage. I need something a little bit more pliable than this. I had thought about doing Polybraided hose because I was going to make it to where I didn't have to take it off the reel. I mean, look at this right here. This is about 180 foot of half-inch polybraid. This stuff here is, heck, 5-6 years old. Been sitting out in the weather ever since. Still holding up good. I've had some places I've had to, cut out before and replace, but so far stuff's good. You could put this on a hose reel. You're going to get a ton of life out of it, and you don't have to unravel your hose reel. You just pull off what you need and go. So because I have the buffer tank and I have it set up with a fill line here, I'm going to end up putting the 20, this is a 50 footer. It's going to be the first on the reel, and then I'm going to have a 25 foot coming off of it. All right, so Amazon came a little early today. I got a 25 foot here, 50 foot here. For the longest time, when I had 100 foot hose, that's too much. So I downed it down to 50. Moved it down to 50, and it seemed to be, I was just shy a little bit every time I go to a job. So then I put a 75 foot on. This right here, I think, is either 75 or 100 foot. I can't remember what this is, but I can't tell you. Only one job have I had all this stretched out in the last year and a half. So I'll have a 25 foot leader. That way all I got to do is roll up 25 feet when I'm done. I'll pull off from the house. I got a cam lock fitting here to go on, just like I had previously. So it'll go on to that. I'll just pull the hose off, hook it up. That way when I'm done, if 25 foot is all that I've used, or 10 foot, anything less than 25 foot, all I gotta do is roll the 25 foot up, not the whole 75. But I will have this. This feels better already. I used the guys last year at a job, and I really liked it. So, and it looks like they use an O-ring instead of a washer, which is pretty neat. But yeah, we'll put it all together and see what it looks like. Another reason I'm doing this is last year when I got this NEVERKINK hose, I had the fittings on it, but I never could use it for an actual water hose because I had changed that fitting out and it just didn't work like I needed it to. So anytime I needed a hose on the job, I didn't have the right end that I needed to make it work. So now if I do happen to need a water hose for some spraying down, if I'm doing a roof wash or whatever, I'll already have it. I don't have to bring an extra hose. So that's another reason that I'm going ahead and keeping these on here. Tell you what's weird is this was 25 foot, that is 50 foot. 75, we'll just say $80. I got one at Walmart, one off of Amazon. This isn't a knockoff. This came from the Flexzilla store. My local Napa sells this stuff, and I thought, well, if I buy it from them, it'll be cheaper because they're not paying for the collar, they're not paying for the fittings, the O-rings, whatever. So if I just buy the plain hose, I can go ahead and use the fittings that I have. I was wrong. I spent $80 on this 75 foot hose altogether. For me to have gotten 75 foot of the spooled 5/8 hose was going to cost me $180. Like, I don't know if people just go down there and they just don't know better. I don't really know what the deal is, but I don't. And I was even going to ask the guy because I had to go down there the other day and I didn't. But I was like, what makes the hose are selling off the spool, which gets rolled up in bulk. They don't have to have the fittings, they don't have the collars, they don't have the packaging. What would make it 3 times more? It's weird. So guys, I'm not gonna go all crazy on this stuff right now, but I'll just tell you just what I felt and just what I seen just now from rolling this up. Compared to this stuff being so hard and plastic feeling and it wrapping around the hose reel, I just rolled this stuff up with ease. I'm talking 75 foot just rolled up with ease. That was amazing because it wasn't kinking, it wasn't thick, it wasn't in a bind, and it's, like a wet, like rubber. Do I expect it to stay that color forever? No, but it's water hose. I really don't care what color it is. I like the neon green. Be better if it's even bright orange. But we'll take this out on the job this week and yeah, see how it does. I mean, I know it's just a water hose. It isn't like a life or death kind of thing. But at the same time, when you sit here and look at this one and you look at all the bends in it, all the kinks where it's flattened out here, I mean, this is absolute garbage. NEVERKINK could see this on YouTube and say, hey, we'll send you another hose. That one was bad. And I'd say, no, thank you. Not unless it has like a Flexzilla packaging on it. But yeah, that's absolute garbage. So, yeah, it's reinforced supposedly, but you can tell this is a plastic feel. Feels too hard. And bye-bye to that one. Now that I got that one up there, I think I'm going to be much more satisfied. Like I said, the main reason I was going to just suck it up until the hose went bad, but all I did was drag the pressure hose. Kept going around the house the other day, dragged the pressure hose, and it kinked up just enough to drain 50 gallons of water out of my tank and almost cavitate my pump. So to spend $80 on a water hose that won't do that is money well spent. So bye-bye to that junk. Hello Flexzilla that everybody uses, and we'll put it in use and I'll let you know. Like I said, I'll have it hooked up to there. And the whole point of this was to have quick connects. So all I got to do, all I would have to do is pull the hose off, come over here, use the cam lock and quick connect. Well, to keep these two hoses together, like right here, I have to thread it a little bit, and I'm not going to put a big cam lock on this one. So instead of doing that, I just threaded it together, and when I twist those two threads off, I come over here and twist these two. So although I like the cam lock, the whole point is for it to be fast. So if I gotta unthread and then to come over here and thread again and unthread, I don't know if I'll leave it like this or just put a regular fitting on it. But for now, that's how we'll do it. We'll just unthread it over there and tighten it up over here. But that's the latest for this skid. See you guys.